Bye-bye, ugly. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, basic. All the basic Bettys, leave the room. Because this makeup is not for you. All my hot girls, all my glam girls. This is for you. You've been called up. We are going to recreate this look. And you are going to be looking your hottest, best self after this tutorial. I'm making you gorgeous. So let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome to Beauty Mundo. I am Christy Nicole, and I have been doing makeup, y'all, 17 years. Can you believe that? When I say that out loud, I'm like, where did the time go? I don't even know. But if you're new here, this channel is gonna help you grow, not just aesthetically, but spiritually, mentally. I felt like it was, or it is, a big calling for me to, of course, help women look their best, be their best, and I always wanted to make women feel beautiful. This is part of it. So we are going to just be our hottest selves in this little tutorial today. I'm so excited to have you. But get ready. Of course, everything always needs to start with good skin, so that's why skin prep is so important. Don't mind me, because hot girls eat or drink their protein, okay? So I'm gonna be, if I could get it open, I'm gonna be drinking this while we get ready together. So, speaking of, did you guys hear that Elf bought Rhode? Is that not like the tea of the month right now? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to bash Elf, okay? My issue, why I just don't gravitate to their line, is I have just found that, like, yes, I get that, you know, we all kind of take ideas and inspiration from each other. Somewhat, you know, Milk came out with their gripping primer and then everybody else did too. But with Elf, I feel like their whole brand is like knockoffs. Like their whole identity is just a dupe, and some people really love that. And I guess as a creator, I'm like, do you guys think of anything yourselves? Like, I kind of get why they do it, because, you know, some stuff is really expensive. Like, even me working in luxury and selling luxury makeup for 13 years, I did it, and working for so many different brands. Charlotte Tilbury, one of them. MAC, one of them. Armani, one of them. And so, yeah, these things are expensive, and sometimes you're like, I just really, I want to feel pretty, and why do I have to spend $500? Like, why do I have to do that? I get it. We this like, ugh. Trust me, believe me, I get it. So I understand the why behind it, but I just wish they would. There's like nothing wrong with making great prices and selling your stuff for like to the masses. That's wonderful. But it's just that I'm like, have they literally ever invented or created something new, or do they just piggyback off of everyone's ideas? And so that is just kind of what makes me like, ooh. Not saying that I'm never ever gonna use their stuff, because you just never want to say never, but I don't know. I just, anytime I have tried their stuff and I try it and compare it to like whatever they're trying to dupe, I'm like, oh, I like the other one better. So like, why would I even... Anyways, super long rant about that. What do you guys think about that? I just dipped into the color Brick here. By the way, I'm using this Bloom palette because peaches and pinks, like what this whole palette is, peaches and pinks are universally the most beautiful shades that women can wear, no matter if you are super fair in porcelain or if you are super ebony and deep, if you're medium to tan, like it really doesn't matter. Pinks and peaches, this NATASHA DENONA eyeshadow, honey. She never fails on that. But they are just the most flattering colors. So when I was thinking about wanting you guys to look like your hottest hot girl this summer, or hottest hot woman this summer, then I'm like, what am I... Like, can we you've seen enough brown, okay? You've seen enough brown and beige eyeshadow. Don't get me wrong, because I do live for a good neutral every now and then, but we've seen enough tutorials with champagne and a light brown. So we are gonna go into these peachy and rosy tones that are just really universally flattering. My only really big tip for you guys that I just really want you to keep in mind is when you are looking at someone, okay, obviously I am a little bit tan right now. I'm not as tan as I'm gonna want to be at the end of this summer. You know, Americans, we love to be tanned. But just like, if you're really fair, you don't have to keep adding for more saturation. Obviously, I am a makeup artist. I do like things really bold. Hi, I have coral hair. I know on camera it shows up orange, but it's coral in real life. And so that's the best thing. Just remember, is like, you can tweak everything. I'm not here to make you guys little versions of me. That is the last thing that I want. God made you, you, and he made you beautifully and wonderfully, you. And so just make sure to tailor it to your features and your liking. Like, I have to go up. I'm taking all of this shadow really high with my blending brush because I am hooded. And so if you don't know what that means, my eye here, like this part of my crease, eye socket, it comes down. So it's a little harder for you. I have smaller eyes in general, and it's a little harder for you to see the shadow. Whatever I put in my inner socket, it's just harder for you to see. So I have to, instead of just keeping it low, like down here, I have to bring it up more in order for you, anybody, you, me, the cats, anybody to see it. Also, can we just talk about how this, like, Charlotte? Sidebar, I did try that e.l.f. and it did well when I bought it with the e.l.f. foundation, but it didn't do well with my other foundations. And so I was like, nah. Return. I have no shame. I have no shame in returning stuff. Let's go. I want to go. Okay, look, even though there's blending brush, like, not all blending brushes are the same. So see how this one is a lot fluffier. This one's a lot fluffier and a little bit more widespread. So I wanted that to be all the way like up and out. The looser it is, the more fluffy it is, the more it's going to be diffused and like blown out and spread out. Where this one, this Sephora, everything's gonna be linked, but this one that is from the Morphe and Ariel collection, it is a whole heck of a lot thinner. Okay, I'm going out in with this color Bark because I want to further deepen up. I want to keep the lower part more deep. So now I'm just going to press just like this. Where before I was like doing those swirly little swishy windshield wiper. No, I'm sorry, windshield wiper is like this, but it was like more of a waxing. Anyone who's seen Karate Kid or Cobra Kai. But this, I am really just pressing. I'm like really just pressing. And then again, I'm still going a little bit up because of my hooded shape. And so that everything looks married together, but using the softest of pressure. So like a little press and wiggle to really get it laid on. Press, pack. Like little pats. Little pat. And then like kind of like pressing and wiggling. Just like that. And then I will lightly use the very soft tip of the brush to blend it into that crease shade. Y'all, I don't have my contacts on, so I keep looking into my smaller mirror. Oh, you need to go out. You need to go out. Once you're done recreating this look, you need to go somewhere. If you're single, go out. If you're married or in a relationship, you better tell your man, you taking me somewhere cute because I'll be looking to fire with this look. I think I'm gonna stick with this shade Florence and then Lush. These two here. And for that, I do want a very small brush so that I can be very precise. And then typically, if you have no nails, I just did my nails last night. Oh, hello. Excuse me. I started learning how to do my own because I was sick of like every girl that I found and I was gonna say find. Every girl that I found and loved would like move and leave and go somewhere far. So I said, you know what? Soy artista. What am I doing? So I'm getting better slowly but surely. And I did them last night. And I said, stop being a basic Betty and a boring bitch and do something fun. So this is very out of my wheelhouse, okay? So I live what I preach, okay? Getting out of my comfort zone, trying not to be basic. Because I live for a nude nail. Like I like really... Ooh, I love me a good nude nail. I just do. They're just always a nude and a red nail is just always going to be the prettiest look in my opinion. But it's summer, so let's be fun. So I will spray. This is another... I love this. If you are combination skin, this makeup setting spray from Makeup Revolution is so stinking good. And then I'll just, to make sure that I get the color saturation that I want, because otherwise the pigment just may not be there. And I always will wait to do the shimmery part last, because if you try to do it first and then add all your matte colors, it's just gonna dust away and dull out the shimmer. And I think I want to bring this a little bit higher again because I have small lids. Fun fact, I am part Chinese. my grandpa, who was adopted by a Mexican family, his dad was Chinese and his mom was Spaniard and Italian. Honey, when I say that I am a mutt, like, I mean it. Because then my papa's Greek, but then my mom was like, on my dad's side, my papa's, like, my grandpa's Greek. And then my mom was like, you know your grandma Amelia, my dad's mom, like, lived on a reservation. So, like, I'm some type of Indian, and I don't even know. I'm not sure what kind, but then also on my mom's side, like, her mom, my grandma, who was born and raised in Mexico, her dad was German, and then her mom was also some type of Native American. Like, it's just like wild. Like, you just look at someone like, oh yeah, they're just like Latino or something, or they're just white, or they're just like African or something. It's like, we really don't be knowing. Your skin tone is only like the smallest part of you. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with that color Lush that is a lot more sparkly. And my brush is already wet, so that's why I didn't wet it again. So a lot more sparkly. And see how I'm just pressing? Like, I'm just pressing because I want full color saturation. I do not want this to be diffused like those other matte tones that I put in my crease and in the lower region, that dark brown. So just press. And that is why you need, like I said before, that's why you need a really small, compact brush. The smaller the brush, the more color payoff you're gonna get. So it doesn't matter if you're using a small tight brush for blush, cream contour, foundation. The tighter and smaller and more compact the brush, the more color payoff that you get. Okay, I like where this is going. I really like a light inner corner, and I am going, talking about payoff, this blending brush, a lot more shorter and it's more dense. So I'm gonna use this color Petal, and I am going to add that all, and I might use the one above it that was called Crisp. And I'm just gonna like add this here and then just kind of blend it up into the rest. That's like the key to everything, is like blending everything, making sure that everything looks married together. It's not just like a splot of who knows what, who knows where. Like you weren't even methodical. No, we're methodical here. Oh my God, you guys. I am sending you all of my siren energy so that you feel this hot when you finish doing your makeup. And I don't know what time Hunter is gonna be home. I'm like, look at me. Babe, I'm so beautiful. He tells me that 100 times a day. And I can never hear it enough. Right, ladies? Don't leave me hanging, okay? Tell me when, as a woman, that you'll be like, yeah, I don't need to hear that I look good today. Said no woman ever. I am taking, no, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we do the rest of the face. I was gonna take that same shadow that I used here and then add it here in the bottom, but I want to wait. He thinks, he keeps, hold on, let me show you guys. He keeps thinking, like, with me being loud, that I'm talking to him. Hey, say hi. Yeah. He probably wants to come up here, but there's like, there's no room. Like, my stuff is everywhere. Don't do. I'm gonna call you guys my sassy cats, because I'm such a cat lady. Like, all of my followers were sassy cats, because you know what? At the end of the day, cats just do what they want to do. The energy of a cat, y'all, cannot be contained. We're not like dogs, okay? Dogs will just be desperate and follow you all around. Don't get me wrong, because I'm a huge dog lover, okay? Plan on having many. But dogs are so damn desperate, and they will just follow you anywhere. Or cats, like, they make you work for it, honey. They make you work for it. Foundation. Oh my God. I have been obsessed. I'm like shaking it. Shake, 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 shake. It's like, remember those, did you guys see those like weight thingies that you're supposed to shake to get stronger? Ugh, I do hate when you have to shake foundations, but this one is worth it. This freaking dress on this side must be shorter or something. Maybelline, bet you didn't guess that one, because I wouldn't have. Actually, I'm gonna do all of my creams first. What you want to do is, okay, cream bronzer, Rare Beauty, Obsessed. Like, the pigment, how smooth it goes on. Selena, love you, girl. When you really want to look hot, okay, and you're like, I want my makeup to show up in photos, I want it to last all night, you need to be layering. That's why I said this is not the basic Betty makeup. We are not basic bitches today. It's like not happening. So you need to layer. So before I even put foundation, I'm just getting ahead of myself again. Rare Beauty. Fun fact, I am the same foundation shade as Selena Gomez, so I guess that just makes me so beautiful. We're all pretty, aren't we? We're all pretty girls here. Rare Beauty Contour. Can you tell that I am like really a fan of her brand? So you want to keep layering, because otherwise your makeup will disappear. Like, our skin eats the makeup. It eats whatever you put on it, it's gonna eat. And so the more I'm gonna add more of my hydrating mist, and the more dehydrated that you are, that's why skin prep is so freaking crucial. Skin prep is so crucial, because another Rare Beauty, you need your skin to last as long as possible, okay? And you gotta layer. If you're not layering, it's not happening. Then your makeup's gonna fade. Where is my primer? This thing is like the little gift that just keeps on giving. This Makeup Forever primer, so good. The gift that keeps on giving. If you are super freaking oily, like, this is your primer. I just put it in my T-zone. I had a client who's like, I swear I'm just so oily and nothing works. So can you please use this? She brought her own. And I was like, of course. Yeah. I'm never gonna tell you that you can't use your own makeup. Unless it's like really shitty. It's Makeup Forever, so it's not. And so I was like, yeah, sure. And it was during summer, which if any of you have ever been to Texas during the summer, it's like, you know, this may be the Bible Belt, but during summertime, it feels like we're in the devil's lair, okay? It feels like we're just here with Satan because it is so nasty and it is so stinking hot. I have been doing more of my blush in the center, more like a doll, because I mean, I still will bring it up, but I have a really small, okay, I'm oval, obviously being overweight, it's more round than oval, but roval. And so it's really hard to see if you don't have a lot of width on your side here, then it's like really hard to see the blush. So I like to bring it, it's like very K-pop. So very like in the front of my face so you can really see it. Now that I have a ton of this color, I will go with my foundation. Just like a teeny little because this is water-based, so it's like very, they say this is a Lumi-Matte, but Maybelline. And I go hard for some Maybelline, okay? So I'm not hating in the least. I go hard for Maybelline, but I don't know how matte this foundation, it's like definitely more Lumi than matte. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to wear it in here in Dallas, because usually come July, usually I just wear a powder foundation and concealer because it's just too hot. Like everything, it doesn't matter how great the brand is. I have tried it all and it all just melts away. It's impossible. The heat here is so damn relentless. When I first came to visit, y'all, we went to the movies, and when we came home, when we came out, it was a really late movie. So I'm over here thinking like, okay, it's gonna be like Cali. Yeah, it's hot in the day, and then nighttime it cools down. Nope. No, ma'am. It was still like 95 at midnight. Texas knows no chill in the summer. Now I will go with concealer. That was my Haus Labs. I live for Haus Labs makeup. Another one that I have a lot of. So good, but pretty soon too, same thing. It's so creamy and it's so hydrating. It's so beautiful, but keep that in mind that like you are probably not going to be using the same type of makeup year round. Like you just can't. Like I never understand why women think they can do that. Like you don't wear the same clothes year round. Like you're not gonna be wearing a turtleneck right now. Hello, girl, come on. Unless you really just are super that basic, but you wouldn't be here if you were, so. And I know you just think like, Christy, what did you do? Like you can't even see any of the color anymore. Honey, don't trust only what you can see, okay? One, because God is everywhere, okay? Two, the most beautiful things cannot be seen. They can only be felt. And, trust me, okay? 17 years. Trust me when I say it makes a huge difference. And especially because it's hard to tell on camera since the lights and everything dim everything down. But if you were in person, you could kind of, okay, like that's where the blush was and then that's where the cream contour was. But it's, I get it. It's hard to tell on camera. Now I will go with powder highlight. I typically like to do highlighter first, again, Rare Beauty, so that everything else can just be blended into it. Otherwise, it really feels like you're just not feels. It looks like you're just plopping that highlighter and it just doesn't look blended. And so when we put it first, and then put everything else on top, ooh, honey, It is a recipe for beauty. It's hard. I'm like in between right now. I got the L'Oreal Infallible because I'm going to be making, ooh, that during the light, that looks like it's not even that light in person, but I'm going to be making a video for you guys. Drugstore stuff. But it's like a hair, it's like my normal color, but I have been laying out. But I'm like not dark enough yet for the next darkest shade down. So always go light because then you can add color. You can add your bronzer. You can add your, obviously your blush, some contour, and then it'll look a lot more like you have life to your skin. Bronzer, ooh, Mario, so good, so freaking good. I live for him. Mario, I am manifesting that one day you're gonna be on this channel doing my makeup, and I live for him. He changed the makeup game when I worked at MAC in 2010 and Kim was like first coming on the scene. Her makeup used to be so good. No shade, Kim, because I love you. I am a fan. I think you are a brilliant and resilient woman, but your makeup is boring now, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, I don't like to say that because it sounds so mean, but it's just my opinion, and who cares, right? She feels beautiful at the end of the day. That's all that matters. But her makeup just used to be so fun. I think now all of their makeup is kind of boring except for Chloe. Chloe just still brings it. Like, Chloe has the best makeup. I bet you the makeup artists are like, yes. And Chris, oh, and her smoky eyes. Listen, those makeup artists never get bored doing Chris and Chloe. I would get real bored doing Kylie and Kim. I'd be like, shit, girl, can we do something else besides this like muted brown? I get it. That's like her thing. I get it. But her makeup used to be so fun, and Mario just used to slay her looks. Like, he used to slay her looks back in the day, and I just wish she would bring just a little bit of that back because it was just too good. Kim, if you ever watch this, know how much I adore you and think that you are one of the baddest bitches around. But if we can just, you know, bring a little bit of the old Kimmy K on her makeup and the glam, like, I'm here for it. I am. Oh my god, Haus Labs for the blush. You guys, this is coming together so beautifully. And again, I'm going to be spraying some setting spray. Honey, this will last you like you can party from sun up to sundown. This is the goal. Again, this is bad girl, sexy, hot girl, summer. This is not basic, okay? This is the furthest thing. I warned y'all, okay? I warned y'all. Y'all watching these like 1-minute tutorials, and I get it because I edit them for my shorts too. Y'all really want to know how long it takes to look really, really good. You need to start honing in that energy. Some be like, oh, I could never take that long to get ready. Okay, well then live a basic life. I mean, fine. That's, you ain't hurting me none. Like, what do I care? I am here to help the women who want the best life, not a basic life. Okay, if you want a basic life, bye-bye. Turn me off. Or you can keep watching and hating because the views, honey, help either way. So, gracias. Thank you so much. use a little bit of this pomade first. Just starting from the top and then going just out just like a teeny bit, not very much, because I want my brows to just look like really kind of straight. And shout out to my dad for giving me these big Greek brows. Thanks, Pops. My papa. There we go. Just like that. Do this tinted. It's like a nice auburny shade for the like faux lamination. And this works so well. I love Anastasia, but for whatever reason, her freeze, like my brow, it would just weigh my brows down. Now, everybody does rave about the Rare Beauty Brow Gel, so I would like to try that, because clearly I'm a Rare Beauty fan. I'm a Selena fan. She also, I saw people like, oh my god, because she liked Hailey's post that Rhode is going into Sephora. And people are like, oh my god, she needs to mind her own business. Y'all, like, it's so sad. They probably don't even, like, they're like happy for each other. They've both moved on, whatever. And everybody's trying to keep this like weird fake feud between them. And it's just like really sad that we can't let women just move on and be happy. Added some lashes, a little Hoya. I wanted to do silver because this is so warm. The contrast with the silver just really makes it pop. And then especially with the blue. So, hot girl summer. If this isn't hot girl makeup, I don't know what is. We are ready for summer. We are ready to go out, take over the world. Absolutely stunning. I cannot wait for you guys to recreate a version of this peachy, gorgeous makeup. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out. Terminamos! Finally! I know, you're like, come on, girl. I know. I created a short with the lippy, because no, hot girls don't gatekeep. Okay, so don't think I left y'all behind, because I didn't. If you haven't already, of course, hi. What are you doing? Subscribe. Like I said, I am not for everyone. Okay? I am not your typical taco. But if you want to have the best life, the most beautiful life, inside and out, okay, you're going to get all of it here on Beauty Mundo. All of it. Who can say that? Ooh, who can say that? Who's out here teaching you how to be beautiful in your soul and in your mind, and then everywhere else? Come on. Either way, thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in and hanging out. I love you so much. And that's all. I love this for you. I love you. And I'll see you soon. Thanks again, guys. Mwah. Toodaloo.